Nice. Yeah, and then that'll go back behind, but for right now, we'll just leave it up there for a second. Perfect. And then Erickson's is going to go, I believe, in this far corner because that's probably the best place to have it as opposed to having it just in this little tiny spot here. But we'll see. I hung the lights. The actual rod for the light fixture is 6 feet tall. I want to have a chain that I can raise the light fixture lower or taller depending on if we have piglets or not or how cold it is. Keep the temperatures where I want them. But where I was at yesterday, we went to a couple places and couldn't find a chain that was gonna work. There was like garden decor chain. I want something strong that nothing's gonna be able to pull it down. So I didn't get something because I didn't find the exact perfect thing, but we probably don't need it for a couple of days. So we have 2 gates to build today. And I think that's gonna be really nice to just like get the gates on and have the spaces completely built. I wanna work on the creep for both today. I'm going to cut them and know that I have them in place, but I don't think I need to leave them installed quite yet because if they're not having them, I think I'm gonna know at least 24 hours before they have these piglets, I'm gonna have a pretty good indication that they're gonna go. They're so active, they're like all over the place, having so much fun. So I just don't think that tonight will be the night. So I'm going to cut the pieces that I need and then set them in the corner off to the side out of the pen so that if I need to put them on, it's just a screw or 2 on each end and they're already cut into place rather than leaving the cutting because I want to clean all this up and make a nice pathway for them to get from their doors outside. Good?
I think so. Looks good.
Okay. Hinges on. That will be the top of that hinge. This would be right now, we are just adjusting our door hinges. These are not necessarily the hinges that I would have chose. I want something a little more sturdy than these, but these work fine because we're doing our little turning wood piece at the bottom down like where Philip's knee is there. But this is all they had. So we'll have to upgrade these to some much stronger metal ones, but for now they'll work. Honestly, over the past couple of years, while we've been like slowly accumulating our animals, it looks like we're just like collecting animals at this point on our farm because they haven't been able to be at the point or the age where we've been able to do any breeding. Like we've been raising our pigs up from little babies to be our breeders and raising our turkey poults up to be breeding size, which is coming into effect this spring. We now have our chickens laying eggs and we're raising up more to have more production for our eggs. We get our heifer on Saturday, which means we have our first breeding pair of our Highland cattle, which is so exciting. And then of course, you know, we're not breeding Hudson and London. They are for riding because Hudson is gelded, but we're at the point where we're going to get to see some of the production from all of the hard work that we've been putting in on the farm and the purpose as to why we've been getting these animals in the first place. So I think the whole like homesteading aspect of our channel will really come into shape this year when you get to really start to see what we're doing with all of the things we've been implementing and slowly putting into effect on the farm. You can't just buy an abandoned house and start building a homestead and then have animals born all the time to actually start that part of your homesteading journey to be more sustainable in terms of like meat and things like that on your property. It takes so much time. And so hopefully we've been able to show you how much time it really does take and how much work it actually does take, and that it isn't just this like perfect picture that you see on Instagram or even on some channels where all of a sudden they just start their content and they have this whole entire fully operating homestead, because they put in so much work before they've got to that point. Like, we've been out here all week in -25, -15 and colder temperatures building our coops for our pigs, because we are at some point soon hopefully going to have piglets. Might not be today, might not be for 6 months, but definitely we are going to be having piglets. And so I feel so much better knowing that we're going to be prepared for that. And I am so excited for you to see all of the homestead fruition that we've been working for come into shape this year. Like, I'm so excited, and you are going to hear me so excited when these piglets actually drop. It's going to be like one of those milestones that you know you've been working for, goals you've been working for 3-4 years and dreamt about even longer than that to actually happen. And until it actually happens, we just have 3 pigs, right? Like, yes, they're amazing and we love them, but the purpose, they have a purpose, and that's what we have them for. And they're like, let us in. You want to see how good they go into their bed? Okay, so I definitely think that I'm going to embarrass myself because they've only done this maybe a handful of times in the last day and a half since they've been in this one stall, because they've been going like individually, or let's see if they can do this as a group. Okay, number 1 job, door open. Number 2 job, have the stall you don't want them to go in closed. Number 3, have a little bit of trickery. Are you guys ready? Come on, baby. Get some snack. Come on, Rita. Come on, Rita. Let's go, babies. Rita, come on. Good job. Come on, babies. Come on, Harrison. Look, that's a little snack. Oh, you make your mama so proud. Here. Good job. There you go. Excuse me, can you move your booty? Hey, I call that a success. Make your mama proud, babies. They did it so good. I don't have their feeders or anything in there yet, so I was like, just have a little snack. Come follow mom. Food. Food is the currency for any type of pig, I'm sure. I only have Kune Kunes, but I can't imagine any other pig that will follow you for just a little bit of food. This is why I always have pine chips in my socks. So much fun making herself her bed. I'm gonna leave it for her. Oh, she has a mole. Here, I'll top them up. I'm gonna take this. Come on, guys. Guys, come on. Come on, don't make noise. Come on, come on. Oh, Rita. Go, guys. Watch your booty.
She's so cute.
She is. You want to try your new bed? Come on. Hey, come with the bowl, miss. Frank, look.
Hi, baby.
Come on, let's try your new room. Hey, right now. Come on. She needs like 4 feet wide just to turn around. Come on, I'm gonna give you in here. We're on a new bed. Oh,
Kinda.
go inside the door. Thanks.
Aww.
First day. I give her 10 minutes until she realizes when that bowl's empty, she's gonna realize that they're over there. He's gonna go in his bed today when that's done. And they'll all get their heat light on. I know, she's right there, Erickson. He's looking like, why is she over there, Dad? They're either gonna hate it or love it. Regardless, it's gotta happen, so. It's not gonna hurt them.
They are the best of friends. So they're
love
definitely
each
not
other.
gonna like it because they are literally the 3 little pigs. They love each other dearly.
Frida and Erickson love each other.
Yeah.
Ragna and Frida, best friends. Erickson loves Ragna, but I think he has a little more love for Frida, so there's a bit of a triangle going on here.
I think Ragnar just tries to headbutt them a little more.
She's the oldest of all of them, so she probably thinks she's in charge. I got them each a blanket because if you've never had pigs before, my experience is obviously only from having Kune Kunes, which is the type that we have. So from my experience having this particular breed, they're incredibly clean animals in terms of like where they go to the washroom. They'll likely almost always pick a corner by the door of the exit. So like at night when we don't let them just free range outside, they'll pick a spot in the corner and they'll go to the washroom in the corner. They don't just really go all over typically.
Definitely not in their bed.
Definitely not in their bed spot. So you'd think that like, well, why would you put a blanket in with the pigs? But I'll just put it down in the corner. And I bet you later when I come out and peek on them before bed, they'll probably be laying on the blanket. So they love to nestle up and get super cozy. And they won't get these all dirty. Like they might get them dirty like in muddy season, but that's fine. I can throw them in the wash and it's just a cheap blanket. But they will go to the washroom off to the side. They won't ever go on their blankets.
Fun.
Food bowl area. They need like a food trough area in each stall.
Yeah.
Their water set up in each stall. And then I want to make them a little hay manger. Our Kunes are really enjoying eating some hay, especially in the winter. We always give them like just a pile in the corner in their bed. And so I want to make just like a little manger that it can go on so that they can just pull it through. So I have an idea for that. And then I'm going to decorate their little spots and give them like little pig scrolled out nameplate signs and maybe a little wreath on their door or something. Just give it a little, make it a little homey for them. Not that they care, but it's fun for me. I feel like this took us so much longer than we anticipated it was going to.
Yeah.
Even though we've been working out here every day.
I think the cold plays a huge factor into it.
Yeah, the cold definitely plays a huge factor.
But I honestly thought this was going to be a half day project. Boy, was I wrong.
Well, we also did a whole day of cleaning out the garage.
Yeah, that's true.
We still have a little more to do, but 30 and a quarter.
Exactly 30 and a quarter.
Okay.
So you know what that means. Cut 3 times, measure once.
30 and a quarter. So I took a complete guess on how many 2x4s we would need to build this.
That's Elysia math.
That's Elysia math. And we're using one little chunk out of this last piece. So we're only over by half a piece of a 2x4. So just a little over 4 feet.
You don't think you could
Scrap.
be a little more accurate? What a waste of wood, hon. What would you like me to do with half a 2x4?
I'm pretty impressed, actually. That was pretty good guessing. And there are a few scraps you can see on the floor there, but I have a plan for those, so they're going to get used up.
Yeah, firewood.
Not firewood.
Not firewood.
move it down for the hinges. And then we're almost done.
Woo!
I need another one. Yeah, it's just gonna come over beside you. Get it down. Get it on one side and Eric's on the other. It's so hard to do things. When your hands get to a level of being
Frozen?
that cold, it's like you fumble not being able to do things and it takes you twice as long. But then some things you just can't do with gloves on.
His you might want to put away from the door.
Yeah, I was thinking, I'll probably,
Yeah.
he'll end up mixing it all around.
Yeah. That's true.
Yep. That's what I wanted.
Hi, bud.
Erickson, look what Mom's got. Look it. Yum.
Yum.
Erickson. Follow the plate. Come on. Come on. Look what Mom's got. Erickson. He's like, but you dropped 6 pellets. Erickson. Hey. Yeah, what do you think? Come and try. He's like, I ain't tricking me. Hey. I literally dropped like 6 pellets.
Yeah.
He's had like literally 8 breakfasts. It's gonna be so yummy. Yeah, there's Ragna.
Come on, buddy.
This is through the bars.
Come on.
Come on. Yeah,
Come on, buddy.
right here. Okay, I'm gonna give it to you, but I need to get out. 3 pigs separated.
You got your own condo, bud.
Oh, Erickson got his first condo.
Look at it.
What do you think? His tail's kind of going. He's happy. For 5 minutes till he realizes, though.
Big one. Big 2. And big 3.
Okay, now we need creeps for 2 stalls. Food, water. I mean, they have food, but like I'm making them a trough, a hay manger, and a water setup. We now have 3 stalls. 1 for Frida, 1 for Ragna, and 1 for Erickson. We have to put our extension cord up so that we have these 2 lights going. Frida has her light on. It looks so good. I love that they're separated. We're gonna be getting ready for us to have piglets whenever that happens. This just makes me feel so much better that this job is done. Look how cute it looks. And I'm not even really totally done yet. I give them an hour.
No, don't. Oh, no.
Well, they can.
I've stapled every single square.
I know.
2 times over, so I don't think he can push through. That doesn't mean he can't break them.
I think he can at least feel like he's with her, even though he's not Erickson.
He's just got to get used to it. He loves them.
What a nice boy you are, Erickson. Always making sure your girls are good. So we're just wiring up an extension cord in the middle of the 3 of them for tonight, just until we have to move the wire, obviously, still. And then they'll have some heat for a bit. We're gonna have to get locked in. How are you gonna solve that predicament?
I don't know, dear. I don't know.
So we have 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, just for an hour or so till we gotta go in and warm up, and then we can see if we can wire these up. every single little step on the farm is like so fulfilling when we get to this point. Even though I'm going to add all of my Elysia English touches to this, like wreaths and cute scroll style cutout, hand painted pig signs and all the decorations and stuff I'm going to put in here. I think this is just like such a cute spot for them. It's safe for them. They have everything they need. They have plenty of space to just be in here overnight because obviously in the daytime they play outside unless the weather's like really crummy. And if it's crummy and they have to stay in, they have plenty of space. And there's nothing that says we can't let them sleep in the same stall at night. So we'll get to see who bunks with who eventually, or what stall they prefer to have the little camp outs, as the boys would call it. But for now, we're going to keep them separated for the night and just see if in the morning they're all in their areas.
Yeah, it's pretty locked up. It's pretty tight. It would be tough for them to do it. I'm not saying they couldn't do it because they're pretty hefty little piggies. They're not little piggies.
So
They're pretty strong. They're bullheaded, if you can even say that about a pig. But they just get their nose through something and then they just keep going. So I think we did what we could to stop them from, escapees.
But we also made it so they can see each other. As I could make the wall taller. We could do another 1x12 taller. And if we have to, we will. Along the bottom skirting.
I think they love that they can touch each
That's
other's
what I
piggy
want.
noses together and they can see that they're all here.
So ideally in the morning, they're all in their spots and we don't have any holes in the fencing that's there. And if we do, we can add the 1x12, or the 2x12, but we'll see what happens. So I think I'm going to set up a security camera tonight and then see what happens so that I can check on them tonight. Plus I want that in here for when we're doing having any piglets anyways. I love it. I think it's so great. So thank you for joining us today. I think this was our last freezing cold day of standing on cold concrete and working in the garage, other than when I choose to come out to do the decorating in the next day or so here. So that's a relief. So thank you for joining us for day 33 of our daily upload. Thank you for always cheering us on, and we will see you tomorrow for day 34. It'll be a little easier to brush them all separated now too, so they don't fight over who's getting brushed. And
I love my pigs.
I know. We just love having them. Kune Kunes are amazing. We lucked out with
all three of them are like this.
That's what I was gonna say. We lucked out with three of the most. I don't know if we just got the three of the most amazing Kunes, or if Kunes are all like this. Because
no, we got three.
Only
Amazing.
three
Even our boar, if you lay down, he'll come lay down with you, and you'll just want to curl up with you.
And with all of us, they're the same. They love it from everyone.
She's out.
Yeah,
her eyes are closed.
Yeah.
Big.
They would definitely be so happy if we slept out here with them. They would just cozy up with you all night. They'd be so cozy to sleep beside. They're so warm.
So warm.
Yeah, they're like little
she's
furnaces.
So warm, yeah. She would keep you warm. A little piggy. She was the first of our.
She was the first of our piggies.
She lived in our house the longest.
You're not supposed to tell people that.